Hi guys, welcome to CONSIDERINGDVC.COM. Thanks for joining us. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to head over to the site. The videos are just a very small portion of everything that the website has to offer, but an important portion because I think I'm a visual learner, so I wish I had someone talking to me when I was considering buying into Disney Vacation Club. But anyway, you've made your way here because you want to figure out if buying resale or buying directly through Disney makes more sense for you when purchasing into the Disney Vacation Club. So when you purchase directly, buying direct means purchasing directly from Disney. Buying resale is purchasing it from an owner. And the reason why someone who owns DVC might want, like, why are these people selling them? There are a lot of reasons. The person that I purchased my membership from, her husband died. That was her reason. It could be that one of the children are going to college and you need a payment for something. There could be a variety of reasons why someone is selling DVC, but it's good that they're selling it because it really helps other people. So so my experience, the reason why I have knowledge on both of these is because I went through both processes. I bought directly through Disney, then I came home, realized I made a mistake, voided my contract. You have 7 days to do that, and then bought through resale. And my membership now is through resale. So what's the difference between the two? That's the time mode question. Only by weighing out the pros and cons are you going to be able to make a decision that's right for your family and for your pocket. But where I want to start is I almost did four, but there's two ways to purchase into the Disney Vacation Club. Way number one is going to be buy the best deal. So it's the financial perspective of looking at DVC. Way number two is going to be buy where you want to stay. And it's more so also a financial investment, but more so like, I want this, so I'm going to buy this. So think of it, I'm going to buy a Toyota because it's a car and it's a good car and it'll last me a long time and it works and it gets me from point A to point B. Or I'm going to buy a Mercedes because it inhabits all of that, but I like it. I want a luxury car and that's why I'm buying it. So that's kind of like a good antidote. And the only reason it wouldn't be is because Mercedes and Toyota are not really on the same playing field where direct and resale kind of are. So that's what you want to consider as you go through this process and as you learn more about buying into Disney Vacation Club and which way works better for your family. So let's start with buying directly. And I have some notes here because I want to make sure I cover everything. Some handwritten notes. So when you buy through Disney, and I'm going to mix pros and cons here. It's not because some of it like molds into each other. When you buy from Disney Vacation Club, you have to purchase anywhere between 100 and 160 points. You can buy anywhere in between. You can buy 137. You can buy 159, but you cannot buy 50 and you cannot buy 200. Though that's a pro and con. If you're a type of person that you want to go all the time, or you maybe want to go for a week and you want to stay in a 2-bedroom Grand Floridian, you're going to need more than 160 points. So that can be a con. But if you know that you're only going to need like 137 and that's all you want to buy, that's not really a number you're going to see often at resale. So that can be a pro for you as well. With Disney, only newest resorts are going to be available to purchase right away. So at the time of this recording, it's Polynesian and Aulani. When I went to purchase, it was Aulani and Grand Floridian, and I ended up purchasing a Grand Floridian. So you can be put on a wait list for an older resort if that's what you want. And usually waitlist is pretty quick, but they're only going to let you purchase the newest resorts right then and there. And speaking of right then and there, it's faster and more convenient. When I purchased, everything was done within like an hour and a half. I had the contract, I had DVC cards, I had a nice little tote bag, and I was on my way out. There's an ice cream parlor that you can stop at on the way out. Had some ice cream, and I left. So it's super fast and convenient. You can finance through Disney. That's also very easy, and like you don't really have to fill out some forms, and they do a check right then and there. You get assistance from a Disney Vacation Club guide. And what I want to mention here is that you can go on the Disney Vacation Club tour even if you know that you're going to buy resale and you just want information. So though this is a pro when purchasing directly through DVC or through Disney, it's only a little bit of a pro because you can still kind of get the same treatment. Just when you go to purchase, it's going to be with someone else. So yeah, that's basically buying through Disney. It's easier. It's going to cost a lot more money than resale, but it's faster and it's easier. That's like pretty much a good summary. So buying through resale. So you're buying through someone who once owned this contract and wants to sell it, just like buying a home. Just like buying a home, it's going to take some time. It's not the day of, it's not the next day. It's going to take 8 to 12 weeks. There's a lot of steps that happen when you buy off the resale market. You have to put in an offer with your broker. I suggest a timeshare store. That's where I bought my contract at. Once the offer is accepted and you send in your 10% deposit, 10 to 20, 10%, 10% at the timeshare store. Some places require 20. But once you send in your deposit, a closing company gets involved. They're in charge of like the title search, estoppel information from Disney, holding the funds in escrow and then dispersing them as needed, recording the deed and all that good stuff. You have to go through right of first refusal, which is about 30 days, and it's where Disney goes over the contract and the offer to make sure that they're not losing money. So you're never going to get a contract for $10 a point. No, you're never going to get that. That's going to lower the value of the resort and of DVC in general. So that's what Disney wants to make sure. They sometimes do take the full 30 days. Sometimes they take a week. Sometimes they take 2 weeks. There's no way to really tell. So also, everything for resale is done remotely. You don't have to leave your home. You can do it from work. You can do, it's emailing, print this paper, sign this paper, scan this paper, take it to a notary, like things like that. It's so much less expensive to buy resale. To give you an example, any resort, you can buy any resort at through Disney Vacation Club, through Disney directly. You're not going to pay less than $110 a point. And that's for like the cheaper resorts. And then it goes up to, right now, Polynesian is at $168 a point. It gets pretty high. For resale, you can get things at $60 a point. You can get things at $70 a point. Mine specifically was at $78 a point. And if I would have bought it through Disney, I probably would have paid $120 or $130 a point. And when you add that up by, and you do that and you multiply it by how many points you buy, I only bought 100, but I saved almost $5,000. Some people get more. I'm single. I'm not, I don't have kids yet. So I only need a studio, but if you have 2 or 3 kids and they're older and you need a 1-bedroom, you're going to need more points. So that's definitely something to take into consideration. When you buy through resale, you cannot use 3 things. You cannot use the Adventure Collection, Concierge Collection, or the Disney Collection. However, using your points for those things is not a good use of your points. It's not like a smart financial use of your points. It would be better to rent them and use that money to go, to use that, or to just use your own money. So even though there's restrictions, it doesn't add up with the amount of money that you would be spending to go through the Disney Vacation Club. So you can save anywhere between $5 and $40 a point if you go through resale. You can buy more than 160 points. You can buy 50 points. You can buy 25 points. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of buying through resale. Like I said, it takes longer, and it really depends. Keep in mind, when you're trying to figure out what you should do, you can mix and match. You can buy through resale now and buy through Disney later. You can buy through Disney now and buy through resale later. Maybe you want to, get your feet wet. So you want to buy 100 points through resale, not spend a lot of money. Then later, maybe you'll add on 50 points, but you'll add them on through Disney, and you'll get all those benefits. It really just depends on you your preference. Like I said, resale is going to take, I want to say it again because it's important. Resale is going to take anywhere between 8 to 12 weeks. From the time I started to the moment I got my card in the mail from Disney, it was 4 months. I had DVC before then, and you can call and get your membership number and start booking online. But the end part where I got the cards in the mail was 4 months. So it was well worth it for me. I would do it again in a blink of an eye. Again, the timeshare store, Scott Decker was my agent. They used the Magic Title Company as a closing company. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. At Disney, I had Patty Douglas as a tour guide. She was phenomenal. But make sure to watch my videos on my experiences. I go really a lot into detail. And yeah, thanks so much for tuning in, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.